Hey, what's going on YouTube? You're watching Steel City Motovlogs, and I'm your host, Derrick T. And this is going to be a little bit of a different episode today because I posted this question in a group that I'm in on Instagram of other motovloggers, and I got some pretty helpful information. But I wanted to put the question out to all of you and to all of viewers about editing 360 footage. That's one of the things that I've been having some frustrating times with. As a matter of fact, I've all but kind of shied away from doing it just because I've had so many frustrating problems with it. But I think I started to figure it out. But I just want to give you a little bit of a look into some of the clips that I took and I've started to use recently in some of my more recent videos. So this very first one that you're looking at is actually a low resolution preview. I actually did this. I'm using the GoPro Max 360, by the way. I know some of you are using some different 360 cams. I'm using the GoPro Max 360. And I'm sorry, one of the things before we really dive in, I keep looking over here to the right because there's a screen that you all can't see. Let me show it to you this way. So I'm talking here in the zoom camera. But then I also, if it looks like my eyes are going off to the side, it's because I have a screen over here that I'm referring to as well. So you'll see me oftentimes looking to my right. And the reason why I'm looking to my right is to keep my eyes on what's happening on this screen over here while I'm talking to you. So there you have it. I might occasionally look that way just to make sure that my my video is doing what I want it to do while I'm talking. That's kind of my way of making sure that I'm not talking longer than the video is going. I'm kind of watching the video and looking at clips at the same time. But this first clip that you're looking at, I actually did in low resolution in the preview mode in the GoPro app. And I can't really say that I like the quality of it. It's definitely less than 1080, but the way that I've been kind of doing it is to go in the GoPro app afterwards, and I'm kind of using my finger to kind of, do the whole 360 and everything else. You should see me walking around my house with a phone rather, in my hand, and I'm kind of doing all of these different kinds of motions and everything else, and as long as I'm using my finger to try to do things, it's crazy. But nonetheless, I look really crazy doing it. This clip here that you're watching now, I actually did not do in the preview mode. I actually downloaded this footage, and then I started playing around with it and everything else. And actually, this is kind of a mixture of the GoPro app and a screen recording on my iPhone. I don't know if it's the most efficient way of doing it, but it just kind of works for me as far as not using up a whole lot of space and everything else on different devices. I run the screen recording. It keeps me from having to download from the GoPro app. I'm downloading shorter clips than the ones that I'm actually taking. This one happened to come out a little bit better because I didn't use the preview mode to do it. And so this one, I believe, is in either 1080 or in super view. I forget what it is. I believe it's in 1080. But as you can see, I'm kind of still getting used to fooling around with the gyroscope and everything else. And, some of the footage came out, in my opinion, looking pretty bad. But I just kind of wanted to pose the question while you all are checking that footage out. I just kind of want to pose the question, how are you all editing your 360 footage? Particularly for those GoPro Max 360 users. I'd really like to know. I don't think I'm doing the most efficient way of doing it. I'm just kind of doing what works for me, but I would love to be more efficient at it. So if you are a motovlogger and you are using the GoPro Max 360, please drop a comment, or reach out some kind of way. And I'd really like to know kind of how you're capturing your 360 footage and how you're editing your 360 footage. because like I said, I just don't believe that I'm doing it in the most efficient way. So what's getting ready to come up here in a minute is some nighttime footage, and it's the same thing. A little bit of highway and a little bit of me riding around at night. Some of you all may actually recognize some of these clips from some of my videos over the last couple of weeks. Like I said, I took some B-reel footage, and I didn't use this footage in the normal videos because I was so frustrated with trying to get what was in my mind quality 360 footage to use. The other thing is I need to kind of fool around with some placements of the 360 camera, because I'm going to be pulling a trailer now, and I want to be able to use the 360 camera to get some footage of the trailer being pulled as well. So, you know, I'm really playing around with this 360 thing. Like I said, if anything, I just really want to know that the one thing that, while I think the quality of this particular clip came out well, the one thing I will say is I don't think it's doing anything for the actual shape of my windshield. My windshield is not that round, but I don't know, maybe it's just me needing to fool around with the settings a little bit more. I don't really know, but yeah, this is why I wanted to show you all some of these clips. This video is not going to be terribly long today, but like I said, I'm really looking for some advice and some input just on how people are editing their 360 footage, because I'm still relatively new to it. I've had a GoPro Max 360 all this time, and I've had so much trouble trying to learn how to use it properly that I've kind of steered away from it. I actually use the Max 360 in super view mode and just record it that way, just because I'm the kind of person who, if I get too frustrated with the thing for too long, I'll eventually leave it alone. So this is me getting back into recording 360 footage, and I really want to do it right. So like I said, I'm kind of opening myself up here, sharing a few frustrations, but also hoping to get a little bit of advice along the way. If somebody who you are really good at doing 360 footage, I'd love to hear from you. All right. Until then, I'm going to get going. And hey, I'm Derrick T. You're watching Steel City Motovlogs. Thanks again for tuning into the channel. I'm looking at analytics the other day, and we're up pretty close to 70,000 views now, and I think that's amazing. So I really appreciate it. If you like this content, if you're here for the first time, I'd love it if you go on and hit the subscribe button, and hey, let's keep the subscriber party going as well. You all take care until the next video. I'm Derrick T, and this is Steel City Motovlogs.